everyone, my name is Dash and welcome back to Tiny Bunny. I lied. Last episode I was like, that's it, I'm not gonna record it anymore. But I thought that it would actually I should record all the I should play all the early release because it's not out yet. The final episode comes out. I saw actually a TikTok but it's 75% done and it comes out in like June to July. So I was gonna finish early release. Today we're gonna be just looking through if there's other ending. Last time I picked Alisa, we're back at the corridor thing, picking if we should wait for Polina or go to Alisa. Today we're gonna pick Polina and see if that's gonna change. I think snow dance in the air outside the window, following the rhythm of the music that was flowing from around the corner. I jumped off the windowsill and started walking along the hallway, curiosity eating away at me. The half an hour I spent here waiting crawled at the snail place. I wanted to see Polina again. The music became louder. It streamed out of the half-open door at the far end of the corridor. My music taste was limited to Litov Shemskog, the limited classic and pop song I saw on TV. Who's that? A singer and a frontman of the band Kazakhstan Abanoma. Civil Defense. That played a mix of garage punk and psychedelic rock. Litov is posthumously considered the godfather and the patriarch of Russian punk rock, and the most influential members of the punk movement in Russia died peacefully in his sleep. Along with music video that would sometimes be put on tapes as teasers before a movie, but this violent melody captivated me. It felt like a master woodcutter working with delicate wood, a fragile crystal toy, a gust of warm wind. I pressed my cheek against the doorway. Polina was hiding from me in the far end from the classroom, but a shout that fell on the wall definitely belonged to a girl with a violin. The movements of her bow were so graceful that I felt like I was getting carried away on the waves of music. My heart broke the barrier of my ribcage and I started hopping. Faster and faster, I jumped on snow piles, gliding between the pines towards the furious sun above the windfall.
Заскучал?
Got tired of waiting? I was so deep in thought that I didn't hear the approaching footsteps. After bathing in music, Polina felt even more magical.
Да нет.
Oh, no, not really. I
Я о комиксе своем думал.
I was just thinking about my comic. For some unknown reason, I lied.
Ты комиксы рисуешь?
You draw comics?
Да, то есть
Yeah, well, I mean,
планирую рисовать.
I want to draw one.
Ага.
Oh,
И про что твой комикс?
and what will it be about? About the most charming and kind girl that plays the violin, who somehow happens to be in this house of
Про
horror.
лесу.
About a fox.
Ой, точнее, про говорящих животных, что живут в лесу и помогают заблудившимся детям вернуться домой.
Oh, I mean, about talking animals who help children who get lost to return home from the
А
woods.
потом они
And then they
пляшут в ночи.
dance in the night.
Ого,
Wow.
как интересно.
Sounds
Сам
interesting.
придумал?
Did you come up with it yourself? I lowered my gaze.
Вдохновился, глядя в окно.
I got inspiration from looking out the window. Boy, I'm trying to move my mouse. We're descending to the first floor. I opened the door in front of Polina. That told me how essential it is to be a gentleman.
Значит, творческая личность.
So you're an artist, huh?
Я догадывалась, что ты не такой, как все.
I had a hunch you were different.
Особенный.
Special.
Шутишь? Я
Are you joking? Me?
самый обыкновенный.
I'm absolutely average.
Это Семён обыкновенный.
Simeon is the average one. Simeon. Oh, Simeon. Oh, we're in the back in the moment where he wasn't missing yet. Oh, Simeon average. Hell no.
В смысле, обычный придурок.
An average idiot.
А в тебе живет нечто доброе и пушистое.
And you carry something kind and fluffy inside. Something barked near my leg when we were crossing the schoolyard, interrupting Polina. Eek!
Не бойся, это Жулька.
Don't worry, it's just Julka. Oh, I stood on one knee and rubbed the barking dog behind the ear. It was frantically wagging its tail like it was some sort of propeller. I look around the yard, trying to find Elisa, but the fox girl was nowhere to be found, neither in the yard nor on the road.
Брось ее!
Leave it be.
Ты что, она же дикая!
It's a stray, you know.
Клещей еще подцепишь.
What if it has pests?
Нет, у нее хозяйка есть.
No, this one has an owner,
Вроде.
I think. Paulina looked at the playful dog with disgust, covering her mouth with a handkerchief.
А у тебя никакой еды не завалялось?
Do you have any food on you?
Кажется, что-то осталось.
I think I have something left.
Покормим и пойдем, ладно?
We'll feed and go, alright? She took out a sandwich on her back, threw it to Julka. The little dog rushed to her blanket, swept away the bread with her nose, and started eating the bologna.
Какая привереда.
What a picky eater.
Ешь все, давай.
Come on, eat everything. Paulina tugged my sleeve, egging me on.
Ты чего?
Hey, what's wrong? She replied with laughter. Oh, dude, she's big. I thought she was much smaller. Stop laughing. Thank you. The violent girl had literally dragged me out of the school gate, stiffing laugh into a fist. She's so big. I thought she would be so much smaller. I turned around. Zhuka followed us with sad eyes as we were leaving. The dog looked especially lonely with the school as the backdrop. Ooh. I can't, dude. I can't. And then Paulina just stopped laughing. She walked alongside me with a blank stare, completely silent.
Нечего паразитов плодить.
Don't spread pests. Her remark turned out pretty harsh. Was it really the stray's fault she had to live in the streets?
Они потом на людей кидаются.
They always attack people later. Oh, her
Прошлой
grandpa.
зимой такая стая чуть дедушку не загрызла.
A pack of these almost killed my grandpa last winter.
Кошмар.
That's horrible.
Ему с тех пор не здоровится.
Is he still not feeling well?
Его парализовало.
He's paralyzed now.
Он
Oh,
больше никогда не сможет ходить.
he will never be able to walk again. I remember the scary pack of dog that was chasing me just a while ago.
Мне очень жаль.
I'm sorry.
Ничего.
It's okay. No, not really, you know. Paulina showed me another enchanting smile, her eyes half
Главное,
closed.
что мы друг друга поняли.
What matters is that we understand each other now. I forgot all about Julka after she said that. Some third graders were throwing snowballs at each other and singing. Uh-uh. 1, 2, time to play with you. The owl? Oля. An image of my sister sitting near the window, bored, looking for me in the twilight, flashed before my eyes. I promised myself that I would go home as soon as I escort Paulina.
А что это за песенку малые поют?
What's the song the kids are singing?
Уже второй раз за день ее слышу.
It's the second time I hear it today. We were walking down the main street. Somewhere near, a tractor was crumbling, cleaning snowdrifts. Rammers flew across the ashen sky. A flock of black birds circled above us, like scary crosses that ran away from
Про
graves.
сову?
The owl one?
Это считалочка местная.
Just a local nursery
Мне
rhyme.
ее в детстве дедушка напевал.
Grandpa used to sing it to me when I was
Он
little.
интересуется историей края. Много знает про наш фольклор.
He's very knowledgeable about local history and folklore.
И что там за считалочка такая?
And what does that rhyme sound like?
Слушай.
Listen. She started walking backwards, facing me and
Раз,
smiling.
два. Прилети, сова.
1, 2, time to play with you.
3, 4, 5. Время поиграть.
3, 4, 5, the owl will arrive.
6 до 6. Дыбом волчья шерсть.
6 on end, the postgrad floor will stand.
7, 8. Бьем копытом озимь.
7, 8, stamp your hooves and wait.
Для медведя, для лисы.
For the folks and for the beer,
Зайчик кушать принеси.
Bonnie, tasty meals prepare. I thought that I already met a fox this morning. Thankfully, I hadn't met any wolves or bears. Yet. As I was looking at the girl by my side, I became strangely brave, so I said something
У тебя
unexpected.
красивый голос.
You have a beautiful voice. Paulina adjusted her hair, slightly embarrassed.
Спасибо.
Thanks.
И что же, это конец считалочки?
And is that the end of the rhyme?
Принес им заяц покушать или нет?
Did the bunny prepare those meals?
Поди узнай.
Who knows?
Спросить не у кого. Считалочка очень старая.
Nobody will be able to tell you now. It's really old.
Древняя даже.
I would say even
С
ancient.
ней легенда одна связана.
There's a legend related to it though.
Если тебе интересно.
Want me to tell you?
Конечно.
Of course.
В тайге раньше племена жили разные.
All sorts of tribes that lived in the taiga back in the day.
Дедушка говорит, у них была Инициация. Короче, такой ритуал, когда мальчику наступала пора становиться мужчиной.
Grandpa told me they had this some sort of when a boy was ready to become a man. I listened closely. I mean, I was also really close to that age myself. Puberty?
Юношу отводили в лес, и он должен был 3 ночи провести там охотясь.
They would lead him into the woods where he needed to spend 3 days hunting.
По легенде, один такой юноша ушел в тайгу и
There's a
пропал,
there's a legend about a young man who went into the Higa and never
а
returned.
вернулся, когда его перестали искать.
And then suddenly came back when they already stopped looking for him.
Нагрянул в деревню, исцарапанный, грязный, замерзший.
He was covered in scratches, dirty, cold. What is the marks? Who walks like that? I imagine sleeping among the pines and bears layers.
Родные выбежали к нему, а он упал на землю.
His family rushed to help him, but he just fell unconscious.
Привели шамана.
They brought a shaman. What the hell?
Тот осмотрел молодого охотника и помрачнел.
He looked at the young man and his face became
Сказал,
grim.
плохи дела.
He told them that he was in a bad
До
shape.
утра юноша бился в судорогах и повторял эту считалочку.
The young man convulsed until the morning, repeating that rhyme over and over.
Снова и снова.
Over and over.
Раз, два, прилети, сова. Будто ему в тайге нашептали.
1, 2, time to play with you, as if Taiga itself was whispering it to him.
А к рассвету он умер.
And when the sun came out, he died.
Только вот шаман сказал, что он и так был мертв, что он мертвым из лесу пришел и мертвыми губами шептал считалочку.
But the shaman said that he was already dead when he returned. He came out of the woods as a living corpse and whispered that rhyme with his dead lips. I froze in fear.
Это точно не ужастик.
Are you sure it's not some horror movie?
Фольклор бывает пострашнее всякого кино, уж поверь.
Folklore can be way scarier than movies, believe me.
Дедушка говорит, что племя то собралось спешно и ушло на юг.
Grandpa said that the tribes just uprooted in a hurry and left to the south.
Они были смелыми,
They must have been brave
если жили здесь.
if they lived here. Please kick me out of the snow paths with her small boot.
Смелыми и глупыми.
Brave but stupid.
Неужели надо мертвецу явиться из лесу, чтобы до людей дошло?
Did they need a corpse to appear from the forest for them to
Дошло
understand?
что?
Understand what?
Что нужно уезжать отсюда.
That they need to get out of here.
Есть целый мир.
There's the big
А
world.
есть наш поселок.
And then there's our village.
Мир.
The world. She spread her arms wide.
Поселок.
The village. She showed a distance that was almost invisible with her 2
Я
fingers.
часто представляю большие города.
I often imagine big cities.
Могу часами рассматривать глобус.
I can look at the globe for hours.
Или журналы «Вокруг света» из библиотеки.
Or Around the World magazine from the library.
Какие же там прекрасные названия.
They have
Только послушай.
They have such pretty names. Just listen.
Рейкьявик,
Reykjavik.
Тель-Авив.
Uh-huh.
Это же чистейшая музыка, а не слова.
Music to my ears. She started circling, her eyes shut dreamingly. The forest started before us, touching the low clouds. The road fell into the semi-dark between the trees.
Я бы могла покорить сцену,
I could have conquered the stage,
выступать перед тысячами зрителей.
performing in front of
А я
thousands,
сцены ужасно боюсь.
and I have a stage fright.
Так ты другим возьмешь, живописью.
Oh, you'll get famous another way, by
У
drawing.
нас-то есть будущее. А что ждет того же Семена?
We both have a future, but what about, say, Simeon?
Ну, станет он еще толще.
He may just get fatter.
Ну,
And
Будет пирожками торговать.
he'll be selling пирожки.
ага. С собачатиной.
Made from dogs. That's not funny. No, that's not funny. We burst out laughing, exorcising worry from our minds with the light thread of fun.
Если ему, конечно, доверят пирожки.
If somebody will ever trust him with selling them.
Наверное, ты права.
Oh, you're right.
Он их в один присест слопает.
He can probably eat a whole lot of them in one
Я
go.
так и думала, что вдвоем в лесу не страшно.
Excuse me. Like I thought, the forest is less scary when you're not alone. I looked around, The snow was sparkling, reflecting the last rays of the setting sun. My pulse fastened from the thought that we were
Да,
alone.
ты была права.
Yeah, you were right. Something's gonna Oi, who's that? Suddenly, I heard nearby bushes rustle, spilling snow in the raven. A giant man walked from them, fastening a zipper on his pants. I recognized him. He was in the schoolyard this morning. He gave us an identified look and just walked away.
Ну и тип.
What a shady guy.
Хорошо, что ты со мной, Антон.
It's so good that you're here with me, Anton.
Кто знает, что бы сделал этот бандит, если бы я была одна.
Who knows what this stag would have done if you weren't by my side? She gave me a look full of admiration. The fuck? And when the big man had almost disappeared behind the tree, she stuck out her tongue at him and laughed. Such a little rascal. Polina rushed through the fire break.
Не отставай!
Don't fall behind.
Никогда в жизни.
I never fall behind.
Ты знаешь, ты так изъясняешься,
You know, the way you speak,
как персонаж с приключенческой книжки.
just like a hero from the adventure book. Was she complimenting or mocking me? I didn't want to look for the hint of knitting. Not when we were on such a wonderful
Ну да,
walk.
я люблю книги.
I mean, I like books.
Ого, читающий мужчина.
Oh, a well-read
Звучит
man.
интригующе.
Intriguing. A man? Really? I got embarrassed and my cheeks turned beet red, but I still thanked fate for being able to wander around the forest with Polina like this. The girl suddenly stopped and started into darkening thicket without making a sound, as if waiting for something. I felt uneasy all of a sudden, and then she asked me in a cold voice,
Ты был там?
"Have you been there?"
Где? В чаще?
Where? Deep in the woods? Polina burst out laughing again, shattering my anxious thoughts.
Да нет,
No,
в
silly.
большом мире,
In the
в
big
городах с
world.
музыкальными названиями.
In cities with musical
А
names.
разве Москва музыкальное название?
Does Moscow sound musical to you?
Больше похоже на кваканье лягушки.
To me, it sounds more like a croaking of a frog. Polina froze and looked at me in disbelief.
Ты был
You've been
в Москве?
to Moscow?
Ну да,
Yeah,
в детстве.
when I was little. Polina's eyes started
И
sparkling.
какая она?
What's it like?
Ну, красивая,
Well, it's beautiful,
шумная,
noisy,
неоновая.
neon lights everywhere.
Неоновая.
Neon lights. It felt like she was savoring those
А
words.
на Красной площади был?
Have you been to the Red Square?
Конечно,
Of course.
она такая выпуклая.
It's so bumpy. I feel like he's making that shit up.
И в ЦУМе был, и на ВДНХ.
I've been to Tum and Villangha too.
Мне больше всего метро понравилось.
I love the metro the most. What are those? Tum Central Universe Department Store, one of the biggest department stores in Europe, situated in downtown Moscow. It was founded in 1885 as mere after the Soviet Revolution. The store was naturalized and given its contemporary name in 1933. And then exhibition of achievements of national economy, the second biggest exhibition complex in Moscow. It's present in the top 50 biggest European exhibition centers list. 49 architecture pieces on the complex territory and considered cultural heritage monuments. Huh.
Там так пахнет.
It smelled like
Как?
what? She ran up to me, grabbed me by my sleeve, and stared in my eyes with clear
Не
interest.
могу описать.
I can't describe it.
А нарисовать?
And can you draw it?
Что, запах?
What, a smell?
Великие музыканты могут сыграть запах.
Great musicians can play
Не
smells.
может быть.
You're lying.
Я дам тебе кассеты.
I'll give you the cassettes later. She started twirling in the falling snow again.
Я обязательно побываю в Москве.
I'll definitely go to Moscow.
А главное в Вене.
But first to Vienna.
Вена моя мечта.
It's my dream.
Это же столица музыки.
The capital of music.
Моцарт, Бетховен, Штраус,
Uh-huh.
филармонический оркестр,
Oh, Philharmonic Orchestra.
государственная опера.
National Opera.
Я буду выступать, а ты рисовать.
I'll be performing and you'll be drawing. Her enthusiasm spread to me. I wanted to do something right this
А ты
moment.
куда хочешь попасть?
And where do you want to go? Disneyland. I sighed and
В
confessed.
Диснейленд.
Disneyland. I remember the Finds Horror show again. Well, yeah, preferred Call of the Jungle, but I always spend my Mondays in front of the TV. Colorful tables with numbers on signs, and a charming Mr. Suponov at the wheel. And the prizes, chocolate eggs, video equipment, and the most exciting one, a trip to Disneyland for the winner. My parents promised to take me there, to the land of the mouse, and I believed them at first. Well, maybe they also believed it back then. Now they just reply with silence every time I ask about it, and it silences me to no end. I have just 3 words in my mind in those moments. But you promised. Polina has similarly read my mind.
Добраться туда проще, чем нам кажется.
Getting there is easier than we
Каждый
think.
лепит свою судьбу как хочет.
Everybody has the power to mold their fate. She picked up 2 handfuls of snow, and then, as she forgot about everything, showed me a sly
А давай
smile.
снеговика лепить.
Wanna make a snowman?
Давай.
Sure. When I got back home, I'll make a snowman for Ola too. She'll be so happy. But for now, oh my goodness, that's so cute. They're so, you know what? Yeah, I don't know. I kind of see it now. I just always thought Polina would be really great with Romka, but I kind of see it, now. A beautiful lady and a nerd. Right now it's really, really spread out. Like, it's really common to see like a most beautiful girl with like a nerdy man. I don't know. I just saw that. Like, mostly like famous people have that. But Romka is, he's I see what she doesn't like him, but I think she wants to like the smart man for herself, and not the one who comes out of the bad family, because he does. So, oh well, we were almost done with the first ball, rolling it shoulder to shoulder. Polina was laughing. Locks of her hair fell on her lively face. She was so cute when she blew them away.
Чего у тебя такой маленький шар, Антон?
Why is your ball so small, Anton? Okay.
Максимум голова снеговичка.
It'll only work as a head.
Больше надо.
Make it bigger.
Не ленись.
Don't be lazy. I couldn't remember the last time I had so much fun. Polina swept her now crimson
Ты
lips.
мечтал когда-нибудь очутиться на другой планете?
Did you ever wish to go to another planet? She's really, creative. I don't know, she's like, oh, I can make music. Like, the smell, I can make that into music. I can do this, I can do that. Oh, what do you want? Like, she talks a lot. Not in a bad way. I'm not saying that in a bad way, but she's like really creative with stuff. Like, oh, do you want to go to another planet? Like, who has that kind of interaction? I don't know. Kids, but she's like having a lot on her mind. I don't know what the fuck am I saying, bro. Something flashed in her eyes when she sat down. I couldn't really put my finger on what it was.
Даже в другой вселенной.
To another universe, even. Putting a sign of what felt like
Когда
relief.
ты понимаешь меня?
Then you should understand me. Her palms glided across the ball of snow, straightening up and bump it had. An almost ideal white bowl rose up in the middle of the clearing. Then another one popped up. We lifted it out from the 2 sides and placed one on the one that served as a foundation. Yeah, snowman! I haven't built a snowman in so long, y'all. Cause I live in the place, there's no snow. I've been living here for 3 years? There was snow once, but it was less than an inch. So you can't really make a snowman out of that. Finally, Polina helped me the 3rd ball to get on top of the other 2.
Ставить голову на место – мой конек.
Getting the head to the right place is what I do the best.
У тебя морковка случайно не завалялась?
Do you by any chance have a carrot?
Увы.
Alas. There was no fear, no worry at this clearing. I became more daring, ran towards the thickening to crack a couple of branches. I pulled out the intervening windfall, but Polina's voice suddenly awakened me from my
Anton.
delusion. Antoine,
Там кто-то есть.
someone is standing there. I turned around, puzzled. Polina was looking at me. No, at something behind my back. She stared at it, her brows furrowed. Not a single trace was left on the cheerful atmosphere we had a moment ago.
Полин.
Polina? She slowly raised her hand and pointed out the darkness that was approaching the trees in the distance.
Впереди кто-то стоит.
Someone is standing there.
Темная сгорбленная фигура. Видишь?
A crooked silhouette, see?
И ручищами сосну гладит.
Rubbing the plant with their huge hands. I turned around, directing my eyes where she was pointing to. The area around the dry raspberry bushes was
Там
empty.
никого нет.
There's nothing there.
Оно спряталось
It hid
за деревом.
behind the tree. The collar on my coat felt suffocating. I pulled it on instantly. I felt a spasm in my stomach. I smiled weakly and asked, hoping for a good answer.
Это что, шутка?
Is that a prank? Polina seemingly lost her words. She just continued staring deep into the endless forest. Bravery check, I thought so. I stepped towards the glossy back tongue, Polina gaze pushing me in the back. I was trying to muster all my courage, but my inner voice was telling me to stop, to curl into a ball and play dead even, anything but go there, into the frightening darkness. The twilight was sucking me in, limiting my vision. The clearing was a deep well. Its walls prohibited the sunlight from reaching its bottom. I heard their air ring, or was it ringing in my ear? Why would you go there? One step. Why would you go there? 2 steps. I bit my lip to stop myself from screaming if anything happened. There was nobody behind the pine. I sighed. And Polina is back. And turned back to Polina.
Полина, здесь никого.
Polina, there's nobody. Someone's gonna jump?
Ну, здорово, Антошка.
Yo, Antoshka. From the darkness behind the pine, just like cavemen from their cave, appeared smirking Simeona with a bunch of his cronies.
Опачки, какая встреча!
And who do we have here? I'ma skip. We went through that. I'm gonna skip. I might end on the same thing because there is a moment where Anton was searching for Alisa, and now he might be searching for Polina. So I'm gonna stop here. I'm gonna pause here, and I'm gonna skip maybe to another ending, to another choice, because I don't want to end the episode yet. You know, I kind of want to see through all of the choices we have, so I can make that like a final episode if I can. But yeah, be back. Yeah, so not even a close while they broke my damn snowman. Simeon heavily lagged, blasted through the snowman's belly. The balls where Lord Crumble became a mushy mess with just a single broken branch poking out. Polina gasped angrily. I also felt a touch of scaling hatred. The smell of sweat and tobacco attacked my nostrils.
Полин, не бойся.
Polina, don't be scared. I shuddered after hearing my own voice. It sounded unnatural, rough and scary.
Полинка-то чё бояться?
Why would she be scared?
Лучше за себя беспокойся.
Worry about yourself. The fast spit through the gap in his teeth and pushed me so hard that I hit my back against a tree.
Ну как?
Well,
Страшно, мудила.
piss your pants, sucker. I heard Polina's angry voice from behind.
Не трогайте его!
Stay away from him. I would have been better if Polina wasn't around. I wish she wouldn't see me in such a shameful position.
Глядите-ка, пацаны!
Look at this, guys.
Девчонка за него
Our
заступается!
girl is defending him. Aren't you in love with that girl, you smarter?
Ага, ты клона!
Yeah, with a fucking whip.
Ты, сука, приезжая.
You
Не на та-
Yeah, Simon was moving towards me. In that moment, the older than in track pains made a loud whistle and the hulking bull lowered his hand. It wasn't expected. Seems like Baburin wasn't the leader of this gang. Girls first, damn it.
Слышь, Гондон Батькович, а это...
Да у тебя...
Uh-huh. I
Ой,
can
там...
just... Okay, they're gonna fucking hit that. You're a bitch. The dog didn't have a chance. The whole gang burst out laughing and my hair got organized. Even the birds that... Then I noticed something strange. You're a bitch. Polina, I hate you. Polina could hardly keep herself from smiling. Does she really hate dogs so much that what the skinny guy did almost amused her? After locking eyes with me, she changed her jubilant smirk to a thoughtful grimace. Why isn't she running away? I thought in horror. At the edge of my vision, I saw something flash in the fox. Bro, why is she
Чего
here?
ты? Втал только так, что...
Ага, этот очкарик тебе при всем...
Да без Б!
Sure thing.
Стой!
Alright.
Рома! Пусть они прекратят!
Roma, tell him to stop.
Прости, но пацанам надо по-мужски побазарить.
Sorry, but the boys need to sort this out man to man.
А тебе в сторонке постоять.
And you just stand aside and watch. I hate all of them. Like, watching him from this fucking perspective, I hate him.
Яша! Подсоби!
Okay, I can just skip through that.
Знаете, да... Так это...
Вы мой в Афгане.
The thing is, I can't stop and because, dude,
Ему
Polina is here.
Да, бля,
Думал меня...
Blah,
Я
blah,
тебя,
blah.
сучу... Ты с...
вот, давай.
Жирного стук, но про... Сёма,
Didn't I already have that? Yeah, we already went through that. Bye bye. Blood was pumping.
Ну, Ромочка, ну хватит!
Roma, please stop them.
Ты уже все доказал!
You proved your point.
Дай нам уйти!
Let us go.
ты иди.
You can go anytime.
А мы пока мусор приберем.
I will take out the trash in the meantime. What bagged me at that moment wasn't even the humiliating attitude from Romka, but rather how sweet Polina had addressed him. Romachka. So sweet. The lankwoods were pushing the girl towards the pines. Branches were swaying back and forth as if whispering something, giving me hope. I gritted my teeth, finding the thought that I looked silly, and took a boxing stance I often saw in the movies.
Хера ты, Майк Тайсон!
Mike Tyson. She left?
Махаться, меш...
Butterfly not fever.
Слышь, Фрей, расслабься, а то
Yeah.
ты от нас что-то... Ща... О! Так-то...
Дикари! Масок раньше не видели!
Savages. Is this the first time you see a mask
Таких конченых не видели.
as shitty as this? Yeah.
А знаешь что?
You know what?
Надевай.
Put it on.
Зачем?
Надевай. Попрыгаешь.
Давай, или без...
Не надену.
I won't.
Сёма,
Хе.
Fuck. Branches licked their arms. And then, no, I won't run. Won't have been a Polina.
только учти, Сёма. Если
Это... Да поглянь.
этот...
Давай!
Или...
Ладно. Это ж...
Oh, gross.
А то...
Put it on or you're dead. I have to put it on, yo. Actually, I don't know. Shit, actually, let's save here. Oh, I don't mean to skip that. Let's save here. Just in case, cause like, dude, I can tell him to screw off, but will that change Polina's perspective on me? Like, I'm gonna put it on because I didn't put it on last time, so I reached out my hand, wasn't shaking anymore. Simeon handed me the mask and let out an evil laugh. The fur felt warm to the touch, just like I expected. I got goosebumps. Electricity flowed through my spine.
Вот оно.
This is it,
Мое спасение.
my salvation. A voice whispered to me from the well of my subconscious, just put it on and nobody will hurt you. The forest froze, gazing at me with cracks in the bark. I acted slowly. I took off my glasses, got rid of the nasty spit on my shit. There was a movement inside of the bunny face, as if something was trying to break out, and I needed to help it. I lifted up the mask and started moving it towards my flaming cheeks. Just like in that movie with Jim Carrey, the mask had power. This mask had strength. Cotton touched my skin. It enveloped my skull, my nose, took the shape of my face. It smelled like an animal, lyre, and pine. My lips touched some sort of hard, wavy material. My armor. Strangely enough, through the slits of this old carnival mask, I was able to see as good as through my glasses. A trio of boys froze in the clearing. Snowflakes froze in the air. The trees, whose shadows formed black, streamed toward me, and a weird silhouette in this early twilight behind the windfall. and all that silence, Simeon nervously whispered,
Пацаны, что это с ним?
"Hey guys, what's up with him?" I broadened my shoulders. My muscles felt like they were made of steel. Invisible plumes of fog flew towards me, breaking off the trees. I was absorbing the force power with every pore of my body. I smiled underneath the mask. Now I showed my teeth. My fists were itching. My stomach was growling.
Он превращается!
He's turning. You asked for this. I made a step forward. Simeon carefully stepped towards me, as if he's walking on thin ice. I trailed from my dream snake in front of me again. Endless, alluring. It was beckoning me away from all the problems to the new wonderful world, the world of Magic Neverland. I pulled out the zipper, opened my coat, and I threw it into the snow with a fast motion. Then growled. You're making a fool out of yourself, bro. Don't growl on the damn bunny mask. I felt like something was frighteningly looking for the exit underneath my skin. I went towards Simeon.
Он превращается!
He's turning.
Твою мать!
Fuck.
Превращается!
Turning
Конченого мудака!
into, yeah. You're making a fool out of yourself, bro. The clearing blew up hysteric laughter. Dasher was clutching his stomach. Ronka smirked, shaking his head. And Simeon, who was laughing the most out of the three, spat on his knuckle and waved his fist like a club.
Ну и дебил же ты, Тоша!
You're such a moron, Tosha. A fist collided with my mask. The fur didn't damp the blow at all. There was no power, no magic, smoke coming from the pines. I flew towards the bushes and landed on my butt. To my order, Polina, pale in the face, stood behind the pack of the jeering trio. She looked at me with a mix of surprise and bewilderment. And maybe even disappointment. Bro, fuck off. What else did I expect? Then, that I would turn into a superhero and save her after putting on a piece of old cartoon on my stupid face? My vision bolstered by adrenaline a moment before returned to normal. Polina's nervous face became blurry again.
Вот это был номер!
Now that was something.
Думал, он на четвереньки встанет и сгрызет нас всех,
I thought he'd get on the force and tear us to
как
bits.
морковку.
Like a carrot.
Не, ну вы видели,
Yo, did you see that?
видели?
Did ya?
Это считается, что он попрыгал.
Does this count as him hopping?
Это даже лучше.
This was even better. I sobbed. The mask had an advantage. If I cried now, nobody would see my tears.
Дурик.
What a loony.
Да тебе в психбольнице место.
You belong in a loony house.
Психбольница для животных, на!
For animals, eh? Simeon put his knees into a snow pile and ripped the glasses out of my numb fingers.
Верни ему!
Give it back.
Верни, гад!
Give it back, idiot.
Отдай очки.
Give my glasses back.
Я домой не дойду.
I won't make it home.
Чё ж,
Bullshit.
знаешь, какой у зайцев нюх?
Haven't you heard that bunnies have good sense of smell?
По запаху доберешься, не ссы.
So don't worry, just use it.
Прыг-скок, прыг-скок.
Hippity hop, hippity hop. Simeon shoved the trophy into his pocket and flashed me a toothy grin.
Кролики очки не носят.
Besides, bunnies don't wear
А
glasses.
теперь вали отсюда, даун.
Uh-huh. I stood up, still wobbly. The trees became blurry, a blurry dark wall. Four bright silhouettes were wobbling around me. There were black spots on them, their eyes, sockets, and mouths, but it looked to me like there was more of them than it should be.
Полина!
Polina! I fell around aimlessly. One of the figures was almost to rush towards me, but was stopped by
Ты не
another.
переживай, ушастый.
Don't worry, big
Мы
ears.
Полину сами проводим. В обиду не дадим.
We'll escort Polina ourselves. She'll be in safe
А
hands.
то тут психов по лесу шляется, мама не горюй. Да, Полин?
You know, there are a lot of shady types snooping around here and all, right, Polina? She didn't reply. Just stepped back towards the bushes. Fuck you, Polina. I was overwhelmed with despair. I turned to the forest. Simeon Boot came to my rescue, kicked me in the butt, and quickened my shameful retreat.
Прыг-скок, прыг-скок!
Hippity hop, hippity hop. I threw the mask into a raven out of spite, and then zigzagged through the fire break all alone in the giant snow, The trunks around me bent in all directions. Their treetops disappeared into the darkness above me. The sky was pushing me down. I wanted to cry, but my eyes were completely dry by now. Only sadness and longing were left. I desired to bury myself under the snow or leave for the Neverland, joining Vova and Senya. I didn't care where to go, just somewhere far away from here. Somewhere very far away. Oh wow, he found a house. That was surprising. By himself.
Так, я не поняла. Антон, а где очки?
Where are your glasses,
Потерял?
Tom? Did you lose them?
Да, ну, мам,
See,
И как можно быть таким рассеянным? Ты думаешь, я деньги печатаю?
How can you be so careless? Do you think I own money printing
Как
press?
же? Будешь до следующего года в старых очках ходить.
Yeah, right. You'll be wearing your old glasses until next year. Olia rushed to me.
А я лису видела!
Okay, I can skip here. Moment of drawing. I do not remember if I had a moment to draw. I need to draw some sort of magical beast. I wanted to draw a dino first, but my branches were so with the orange paint by all by itself. A fox. One stroke, one after another, the picture of a fox started slowly forming on a piece of paper. She was almost popping out of the snow while she... Excuse me. She stood on her back legs and wore a sly smile. My brush moved again, drawing a fluffy tail. A moment later, it dropped out of my weak hand. After I finished my drawing, I spent a while studying it under surprise, as if I couldn't understand where this red beast came from. The longer I looked, the scarier her smile felt. That is a scary-ass painting. Carnivorous, fake, like the smile of women from adult magazines that were sold in press kiosks back in the city. An alluring smile that masked deep-seated malice, and the fox eyes turned out red as the bloodshot. They looked more like bullet holes you see in action movies. I don't remember drawing them this way. I moved away from the table and the lamp's light reflecting from the wet paint. The drawing was glossy. It felt like the fox was watching me, waiting.
Антон!
Fuck! What the Anton?
Ты что, оглох?
Are you deaf?
я задумался.
I was just thinking.
Тебя спрашиваю, ты сестру не видел?
I'll ask you again. Have you seen your sister?
Опять она где-то прячется.
She's hiding somewhere again. Something moved under my bed and I froze. All the dirty face peeked out with a finger pressed on her lips.
Оля, я тебя вижу.
Hola, I can see you.
Вылезай, ты же в пыли вся.
Get out of there, you're covered in dust. Olia crawled from under the bed and started dusting off her stocking, looking down.
Пойдем, Оль.
Let's go.
Я тебе сказку
I'll
почитаю.
read you a fairy tale.
Посижу с тобой, пока не уснешь.
Keep your company until you fall asleep.
Я с вами спать хочу! Не в той комнате!
I want to sleep with you, not in that room. It's... Mom entered your room.
Что, опять сова?
What, the owl again?
А кто ж еще?
And what do you think?
Оль, она не придет больше.
Оля, it won't come anymore.
Я ее прогнал.
I chased it away. Olia shook her head in defiance.
Не прогнал!
You didn't.
Она придет!
And it will come again.
Она сказала, что будет каждую ночь
It
приходить!
said that it will come every night.
О, так она у тебя говорящая?
Oh, it talks now. Olia ignored the question and then asked the newfound determination.
Можно я с вами
Can I
посплю?
sleep with you?
Можно?
Please?
В самый последний раз!
This will be the last time.
Ты же говорила, что последний раз был вчера.
Didn't you say yesterday was the last time?
Ольга, ты уже большая девочка.
Olga, you're a big girl now.
А пусть у меня ложится.
Why don't let her sleep in my room? I thought it was a great idea, but Olia shook her head again.
Нет, у тебя не хочу. Она и на тебя смотрит.
No, I don't want your room. It watches you too. I felt goosebumps all over my body.
Хватит!
Enough.
Нет никакой совы.
There's no owl.
Ты сегодня спишь у себя, ясно?
You're sleeping in your own room tonight. Got it?
Ну, пожалуйста, мам!
Mom, please. Bro, why you care? Let your daughter sleep with you. Why the fuck?
Пожалуйста!
Please. Mom took Olia's hand and tried to lead her out of my
Пойдем,
room.
милая. Не мешай брату.
Let's go, sweetie. Don't bother your brother. Olia clutched her bed's head with her free hand.
Пожалуйста, пожалуйста, пожалуйста!
Like, dude, why don't you let her sleep with you? She's having actually an... like, please, please, please. Like, she's literally like scared to her death. I don't know, she's really scared, so why not let her, you know, sleep with you? Just why is it bother you? I get it, she's old and she has to, like, you know, learn how to sleep in her own bed, but like, I don't think I don't know. I don't want to go to it. Mom was tugging all the towards herself, but she didn't budge. Only the bed's head squeaked in agony. Dad intervened by picking Oli up and carrying her out of the room, despite her desperate protest and pleas. No. Don't take me to it. It's going to watch me again. I've listened to them struggling to make my little sister go to bed for a while. In the end, my parents gave up and let Otis sleep with them. But it was surely the last time ever. When everybody settled down, I was lying in my room thinking about Otis' words. It's watching you too. I felt uncomfortable. I barely managed to calm down only after closing the curtains of my room shut. But as soon as I closed my eyes, memories of my day started jumping around in front of me. Oh yeah, I would cry if that happened to me. I was in the middle of the stuffy school corridor. I could see Lilia Pavlovna.
Эй, новенький,
Чего тебе?
скажи, пожалуйста,
Oh, we already touched that. I can already skip.
маску.
There are rumors that this reader carries a bunny mask with him whenever he goes.
Ой, девочки, ну кто же в своем уме будет такое делать?
Who in the right mind would do something like the Hot Girls?
Ясно, понятно. Со странностями наш Антошка.
I see, or Antoshka must be truly special.
Может, слабоумный? А может,
Maybe he's autistic. Maybe he's an artist. But what if
и маньяк?
a serial killer?
Если в его портфеле хорошо покопаться, там и топор отыскать
I'm
можно.
sure you'll be able to find an
А
axe in
может,
his
что и
backpack
похуже.
if you took hard enough, or something even worse.
Да-да-да.
Yes.
Замолчи! Заткнись!
Shut up.
Вон как раскричался. А зрачки-то?
Yeah.
Опять чего доброго. Не зря же его мать таблетки.
Feeding those pills. There's like a little mix up. Like if you go another end, it will literally be like, dude, this is like same exact like conversation, but it adds a little more words.
Да-да. Он такой же...
Instead has his
Представляешь,
little
это
sister.
только что- А это-
Как же так, Антон? Неужели действительно?
Тебе не...
Полина,
Как же как? Не слушай, свистит он, что в Москве бывал, как пить дать.
See, he's always like, oh, but he's cheating on you with Lisa. But now he's like, he's probably never ever been to
Это
Moscow.
ничтожество даже постоять за себя не
This
может.
loser can't even stand up for himself.
А при случае и за тебя не заступится.
And he won't be able to defend you if it comes down to it.
Бросит, думая, как бы только самому по шее не схлопотать.
He'll run away to protect his own skin.
Слабак.
Weakling. Whining and screaming. No. See? Why, Anton? Why? Like, why am I weak, bitch? I don't fucking know. Before getting shot violently by Katya.
Убери от нее свои
Monster.
лапы. То, что
The fact that your father beats your mother doesn't let you the right to hit women, yeah. Nobody can speak. Human nuts. And growling. See, we went through that already. But it's just those little moments I still want to show. If I can. Possible.
вот ты и потру.
Why did you do this to me? Do what? Bitch, I didn't do fucking anything to you. Every time you piss me off. Like with Alisa with the fox, bro. She was like, "Why are you cheating, bro? I don't even know you." And what'd you do to? Why, girl? I didn't do anything to you. I got beat it up, bro.
Вон! Живот, чужак!
An outsider. Okay, buddy. See, it's same thing.
Вставай!
And an owl. Okay. And that was gonna bring me like. I'm surprised how she is seeing
Ой,
if she Oh, that's an owl.
Вот что ты...
Who are you talking?
Разговаривал, братик.
Yeah, I'm gonna skip here. Actually, no, I'm gonna stop here. It's been kind of long this episode, and I've just seen some things, you know. Actually, should I not stop? Should I just continue making one single episode? I don't know. It's because it's really long already, and I do not want it to be like long. But I'm gonna stop here. I'll continue next episode with other parts. With I think. Actually, I don't know. I don't know what will happen. Like there might be excuse me. I don't know, maybe like Simeon will be bullying me again, because I don't think he's gonna go missing. The thing is, he was with the buddies. He was with Romka, Yasha, and Polina, so I don't think he's gonna be missing. And we'll see if there's other choices we can make. But yeah, I'm gonna stop here for now. Hope you enjoyed this little, you know, a little something, like pick up the moment, just like see through some moments that don't really lead to another ending. You know what I mean? Like that doesn't. There is 2 endings. That's what I've heard. And looking by it now, yeah, I can kind of see it, because the options you do don't actually have, like, you know, consequences really much. Actually, we'll see in the next episode. If oh my gosh, if Simeon is missing, then my actions don't really have consequences to that. Like those, if I change my put the mask on, like it doesn't really change anything, you know. But we'll see in the next episode. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.